special power. Everyone has something they're passionate about. Everyone is a subject matter expert. Here at Nerdmasters, we help you share your expertise. In our digital world, we Toastmasters must master basic communication technologies in conjunction with speaking and leadership skills. We formed the Nerdmasters Advanced Club to expand our understanding of technology so we can better serve our clubs and our communities. We are nerdy Toastmasters, enthusiastically exploring the intersection of technology, leadership, communication, and nerdly pop culture. Welcome to the Nerdcasters podcast.
Game begin.
Welcome to this episode of Nerdcasters, the nerdly podcast sponsored by Nerdmasters. Tonight, I am the host, Carolyn Curley. I am a past district director for District 32. Joining me as co-host is distinguished Toastmaster Joyce Vick. Joyce has served as a leader in the Yukon-Alaska Council of Toastmasters and is a member of numerous clubs. We have the fun, the honor of interviewing our club growth director for District 32, our Toastmaster, Melissa Jean. Melissa Jean joined Toastmasters in 2014 to become a better impromptu speaker. She is currently a member of Centerpoint and Advancing Alaska. Melissa, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
You're
Joyce,
welcome. I'm happy to be here.
I'm so glad to see you. Joyce, I will let you start off with our questions.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Carolyn. And thank you very much, for Melissa, for allowing us to interview you and picking your brain a little bit. And the part of your brain that I would like to pick is the part that said, I think I'm going to join Toastmasters. Why did you do that?
The honest truth is, I wanted to become a better impromptu speaker. I felt that when people asked me questions, I didn't have the self-confidence to answer, even when I knew the answer. So I would say, I don't know, go ask so-and-so. What Toastmasters has allowed me to do is practice speaking impromptuli. I don't always know the answer to the question, but now at least I feel confident that I can formulate and provide an educational response versus, I don't know.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Melissa. I think that there are a lot of Toastmasters out there that have started joining Toastmasters, started clubs, and are members of clubs just for that very reason. The encouragement that Toastmasters and the Toastmaster clubs give to each of their members. That is one of the advantages of belonging to a club and a Toastmaster organization like that. Carolyn.
Thank you, Joyce. And Melissa, thank you for sharing that support and encouragement that we get. What have you learned from your experience with Toastmasters?
Oh my gosh, I don't think we have enough time to talk about all of that. What I have learned probably the most is that it's okay to step outside your comfort zone. We get really complacent and happy by just staying within our little area. But the problem is we can also get bored. We don't have an opportunity to grow as individuals. With Toastmasters, being an active Toastmaster member, I can tell you I've gone from sitting in the back, hoping that nobody looks at me, calls on me, not volunteering to answer questions or fill a role in a Toastmaster meeting, to giving speeches, being Toastmaster at the meeting, moving on to club officer positions, area director, division director, and now club growth director.
Looking at all that growth you have done, definitely stepping outside of your comfort zone. And I know I have been one to say, Melissa, I know you can. I am so glad to hear that this has been a worthwhile experience for you. Joyce, your turn.
Thank you, Carolyn. Melissa, from moving from the back row, that back seat where you didn't look anybody in the eye, up into leadership positions, I'm sure that you've had great achievements in Toastmasters. What would you consider your greatest?
My greatest accomplishments are two. One, knowing that I've helped people also move from the back of the room into leadership positions by offering encouragement, feedback that helps them see that they are able to do the skills that they are ready to move to the next step. And then the second thing is, I'm really proud of the Toastmaster District 32 conferences that I've been able to chair. I would say they've been extremely successful, very educational, and that the people who have attended those conferences have gone home knowing and understanding something more about themselves that they didn't know when the conference started.
Well, thank you, Melissa. I've been to the conference in Anchorage that you chaired, and it was a blast. We had so much fun. I learned so much, and I thought, what a great organization. And I loved it. It was just too much fun. So I appreciate all the hard work that you put in. Carolyn.
Thank you, Joyce. And I would love to echo Joyce. Melissa, the support you have given to our members by serving as a conference chair, serving as mentors to conference chairs, and providing those resources for future conferences, that really is the mark of a leader. And I thank you for all your support for our members. Now, as Club Growth Director, what is your vision for your role this year?
We are coming to the end of how COVID has affected all Toastmasters clubs. And I see that the folks who have decided to not continue to participate as a Toastmaster member maybe weren't actually truly interested in being a Toastmaster member. We've had an opportunity to weed out the folks that aren't really dedicated to the process. And we're now left with the people who are, which gives us an opportunity to truly enhance others' lives, their self-confidence, their speaking, leadership, project management abilities. And as Club Growth Director, that's what I want to do. I want to ignite members' engagement in the Toastmaster process and help them remember, help them experience how fun and exciting and engaging and thrilling and sometimes dang scary Toastmasters can be.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Igniting their potential even.
Absolutely.
You know, when we look at how much has changed, there is still what each person puts into the program is really reflected in what they receive back from that program with confidence and personal growth. You demonstrate that very well. Joyce, your turn for questions now.
All right. Well, thank you. I have to agree with you, Carolyn, and with you, Melissa, that the people that are in Toastmasters now are people that really want to have improvement in their personal life, in their professional life, in any organization that they volunteer for. We are just not people that are settling. We are people that are going out and getting after it. And that's what I really like about Toastmasters. I've been to the conference in Anchorage, as I said, that you led. And this year, despite COVID, despite Zoom, you were able to attend the conference in Nashville. And I have to tell you, I'm green with envy. Tell me, what did I miss? Since I only saw it online.
Oh my gosh, Joyce. It is a bummer that you weren't able to be there in person. The best thing about the conference was getting to be there and meet the plethora of personalities and countries and customs and hearing the foreign language accents. Oh my gosh, it was truly delightful. What I liked best about it, in addition to getting to meet all of the people, was the fact that I'm not on this journey alone. There are a whole group of other people who are club growth directors, who are stepping up into leadership for the first time, who have been in leadership before. It truly takes a team. In order for all of this to happen, it takes a team. And that was one of the things I came away from, or I brought back with me from the Nashville convention, is that it's important to find folks to help you. Don't try to do it all yourself. That is one lesson I continue to learn. Don't do it all yourself.
All right. Well, that is good advice. Don't do it all yourself. And as far as the trio this year, I am so proud to be in District 32 and be a member of this district and the leadership team that we have. So thank you very much for stepping forward. Carolyn, do you have a question for Melissa?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much. And Melissa, teamwork. That really is the key. When you were in Nashville, you attended training. What did you want to bring back from your training to share with members of District 32?
I think I've kind of answered that already. It really is teamwork. One of the things that we got to do in our training sessions was we had to build a stack of cups, 12 high or 11 high. So we would do a cup and then a piece of paper and a cup, and then we had to flip it. And then the next person put a cup, a piece of paper, a cup, and had to flip it. And it was the teamwork of figuring out the strategy to stack those cups. First of all, figure out what the goal is, define the goal. Then design a strategy to stack the cups on the paper and help with the switching, because when we turned it over is really when the challenge happened. That was very eye-opening for me to experience that. It seems simple, but really it brought home the importance of teamwork. And then another exercise that we did in a different training session was we wrote down one challenge that we're experiencing, and that piece of paper got shared around the room with 7 other people, and they got to share their ideas, their thoughts on how to solve that challenge. And I really found just the idea of saying, hey, here's what I'm experiencing. How can we make it better? What are some of your ideas? I found that to be profound.
Teamwork, communication, sharing, leaning on others. Those are all aspects that you learn by participating in a leadership role. Thank you for sharing those observations. And it sounds like that training was amazing. I think I would like to try something like that too. Joyce, your turn for your next question.
All right. Well, I wonder how that experiment would work on Zoom. That question. I think we'd have little people cheating to get all those cups in. That's what I'd call teamwork, right?
Yes.
But I know, Melissa, this year your position with District 32 is a big commitment, and you still have your clubs to go to. You still have your job. You still have a personal life, or maybe the personal life and the professional life take a back seat to the District 32, because I think that could probably be overwhelming if you let it. So how do you balance everything out? Do you think you'll be able to speak in complete sentences at the end of the year?
I'm not so certain about that. I do know that I will survive. I mean, Carolyn is a great example of being able to make it through the various trio leadership levels. It is challenging finding the balance. And I often feel like everything's happening just in time. The Japanese do have a just in time production method where things arrive only when they're needed. It doesn't stockpile in the warehouse until, waiting to be assembled. And when I let things just happen, I let them go things get done just in time, everything seems to balance out and work okay. Now, I do create task reminders. I do have a calendar that you can't see behind me. It has all kinds of writing in every square. So what I have found is making sure to note what I've agreed to do and create a reminder on my phone. And then also sometimes creating calendar appointments for both personal and Toastmaster events is what helps me to keep the balance. Because if I don't create a calendar meeting or a task reminder, I can tell you it won't happen. I will not remember that I agreed to do it or that I wanted to do it. So lists and calendar appointments help keep me somewhat balanced.
All right. Well, thank you, Melissa. I heard a saying once that said, if it wasn't for deadlines, nothing would get done.
That's true.
And I almost believe that. And I don't think that your calendar looks too much different than your background. I bet they're both filled up just as equally as much. But thank you for making the commitment to District 32 and making us so proud of the trio members. Carolyn, back to you.
Thank you, Joyce. Melissa, I also echo Joyce's sentiments. Thank you for your time, your service, and your encouragement. For our final question, what would you say to our members to encourage them to take a leadership role in District 32?
What I would love to share with folks is you're ready. You are ready. Put your name in the hat, fill out the paperwork, go through the process to be nominated for a district leadership position. You're ready. You know what stops us from achieving goals? Ourselves. We say, oh, I don't have this right, or I don't know how to do that, or it's not perfect. I'm not perfect. You have every skill you need to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. District leadership helps you grow in ways that you have never imagined. You will never be able to imagine the personal growth you'll experience from being a district leader. And I encourage everyone to knock down those barriers, to get rid of the what ifs, and to say, yes, 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 I'll step up for a leadership role.
Thank you so much. Thank you for stepping up to serve as an area director, as a division director, and this year as club growth director, the first year as a trio member. I look forward to seeing you as you continue growing in your future roles as district leader for District 32. Thank you. To our members, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for your time and service. We encourage you to check out Toastmasters International. We invite you to look at our website, d32toastmasters.org. Finally, Nerdmasters. If you have any interest in stretching any of your technical skills, you don't have to be a nerd to join, to try, to do. I'm the Luddite sometimes. With leadership, you've heard from Melissa Jean, our Club Growth Director. What are you going to try to do? We are here to support you with your growth. Let us know, because District 32 is about the members. You are the reason we are here. Joyce, thank you for serving as our co-host tonight. And Melissa, thank you so much for your time serving as our person from District 32 to share what members can gain from leadership positions.
Whether you identify as a gamer, technology nut, or just have a commitment to studying how technology is changing and improving both leadership and communication, our Nerd Herd has a place for you. Find out more about us at our website, nerdmasters.org. Join us the first Wednesday of each month at 7 o'clock Pacific, and get to know us before our meeting starts promptly at 7:30. You will visit our club and enjoy it.
Resistance is futile.
Game over.